And now, another edition of Tony Tolato on Sci-Fi Talk.
Hey, this is Katie Sackhoff.
This is Who You Are, you're on Farscape, and you're listening to Sci-Fi Talk.
Co-creators of
Gotcha. You did it too.
I was like, and what am I promoting?
See, you did it too.
All right. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. This is Mike Doherty.
And this is Steve Fisher.
We're the co-creators of Brown Coats Redemption, and you're listening to Sci-Fi Talk.
Jump on the bandwagon. Everybody else has. Oh, God, another hayride.
Hi, I'm Tim Daly, the voice of Superman, right here on Sci-Fi Talk.
Hello, I'm Dr. Rodney McKay, David Hewlett, if you must.
Hi, this is Don Davis. I'm the composer of The Matrix Reloaded, and The Matrix Revolutions.
Hi, this is John Delancey.
Kind of act to things that aren't there.
Well, you know, sometimes you have that experience anyway with people that are there.
Thanks, God. I'm not that bad.
In part because of the hopeful nature of Gene's vision, but also because of its message of diversity and inclusion.
You're coming to us from so far away.
Well, depends where you are, but I am in New York City, so maybe that's pretty far.
Oh no, I was looking at the constellation behind you.
Ah, yes.
You're beaming in from the white planet.
Ladies, it's great to talk to you. I can honestly say I spent a lot of Saturday nights watching you both on TV. Back in the day.
When you were a child.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. Love the show so far. Really cool.
Good.
I want to ask you both about this. Chemistry really works when you're doing Xena and Gabrielle, because that really helps. Does it also help when maybe you're on opposite sides as well?
Well, who's saying that we're on opposite sides, Tony? We might be.
Hypothetical question.
Yes, I think it does, because there's an element of playfulness that I think comes through the screen. Yeah. Ren, what do you think?
I think you might be onto something, Tony. Alexa should probably join my cult.
Good things happen in your cult, eh?
Yeah, only good things happen with my cult, yeah.
That's great. I love the show. Thank you for showing us bits of Auckland, New Zealand. Gorgeous city. Yeah. It's on my list now. I want to go. And it just looks awesome. This seems like a part that really fits you well. She's, former cop, yet snarky at times. And I like that about her. How does she feel to you?
I like that about her too. Fabulous. She's so comfortable. She gets to wear all these nice, comfortable jeans, which aren't what they used to, right? In the 70s, you'd have to wash them and lie down in them for 2 days so they could mold to your body and hopefully not cut off the circulation to your feet. But anyway, she wears all these lovely modern clothes, and she lives in an urban environment where there's always a coffee. Well, I never shot a show like this before. I was always off in ancient Greece, ancient Rome, out in space. There's no coffee shops. There's no bread. There's no good bread. Yeah, I love the modern idiom.
And you have a wonderful cat too, a pet cat that comes into the show.
Yeah, yes. And let me tell you, there's a reason why people don't shoot with cats. They are so unbiddable, but also steal the show with like 3 seconds of cat. That's all you get, but they're gold, so you suffer for the cat.
Rene, can you tell us, no spoilers, of course, who you kind of play in this particular one? You did mention cult. That's a possible clue.
Yes, I play a character who's married to Michael Hurst's character in the show. And we run a fabulous cult where we bring in only the best of Auckland or actually it was an international program, just pull out the very best of people. I haven't seen the episode, Lucy. Obviously you have, right?
No, not much. I wasn't there for post. No, I've been. Michael Hurst, the director, used to play he used to play Gabrielle's love interest back in the day, and he was Hercules' sidekick, Lawless. So that was a lovely, getting the band back together was never so fun. And such a relief for me, by the end of the season, I'm exhausted and I'm wiped out, really, buggered, as we would say in New Zealand. And to have Rene to go to work with and her beautiful son and Michael it was a sense of homecoming, and it really rejuvenated me. For that last episode was quite effortless, beautiful.
And I know Michael stepped behind the camera many times on Hercules and Xena and directed you later.
Yeah.
So he's a talented guy. It is
Sure is.
a mini reunion. Hey, thank you for listening to Sci-Fi Talk, but stick around. I have more. Here's more Sci-Fi Talk with Tony Tolato. I did hear erroneously that this is the first time you've been reunited, but that's not the case because you did Bitch Slap together.
We got together. I think now Michael was on that set too. Was it? Michael and Rick were making this movie, and we were like, "Yes, of course, we will come and cameo on your insane movie because you're our friends, and that's what friends do."
Yeah, Michael played some sort of beastly character again, and it was a movie produced by Rick Jacobson and Eric Grundeman. And so Lucy and I just had maybe a couple hours on set together that day, and our habits. It's a hard habit to break.
They surrounded you, Lucy, with a really great cast.
Yes, thank you. I'm so delighted, and we saw all the young actresses in Sydney and Melbourne, and Ebony Vagulence came in last of all and just blew everybody else out of the water, and there could have been no other. And I realized it's kind of like there was Xena and Gabrielle, and Ebony and Madison have that gal pal team where the younger one is slightly irritating but absolutely indispensable. The pragmatic older one has to tolerate them and grudgingly learns to love them,
I'm a huge fan of Ebony's after having just a very short amount of time with her on the set. But
it's about the family you made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's got a lot of charisma and talent, and just a beautiful soul.
Yeah. No, she's great. I mean, adds a lot to the show, and your byplay is worth watching just for that alone.
Thank you.
It is a lot of fun to watch that, and the apartment's fantastic too. By the way, that's
I know
quite a
everybody
set.
wants to live in that apartment.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Rene, what was it like when you sat down to do your first scene with Lucy again? What comes into your mind? I mean, you obviously have to do the part, but do other feelings and memories kind of flood into?
Actually, my first day was a really challenging day. I had not been on a film or television set for a few years. So Lucy obliged Miles and I both to come and just visit the set and hang out with her, which definitely helped take away some of the nerves. But the first day was sort of the showdown that comes at the end of the episode. That was just really, it was fun. Something that is supposed to be very kind of stressful and edgy was actually quite a lot of fun playing with Lucy, so I appreciate just having, just the work, having so much fun like that is just wonderful with Lucy. I would do it again.
It was a magical, wonderful scene. And it looked like we were alone in that sort of Japanese set or Chinese tea room, right? But in fact, we had about 80 people standing within 3 feet of us, and it was really hot and it was really bothersome, but it worked out beautifully. Ren and I have just such a great working relationship that you can dive into any character, whether together or opposed, and you're perfectly in sync. That's what happens when you grow up together in the business.
Yeah, I mean, the chemistry you ladies have was, you could see it. I mean, there were so many great scenes between the two of you. How do you look back on Xena now, all these years? And I mean, it in so many ways, it broke ground. And it was really a show where women obviously were the main characters. And as a man, it was fun to watch. And I love the mythology part of it too.
So the question, Ren, you go first. How do you look back on it?
Right now, I look back at the people who made the show. And of course, first and foremost for me is Lucy. And after all these years, just going back into a work environment with her and feeling like I haven't left after all these years is quite a testament to who she is as a person. And then also with her work ethic being just tight. So I don't know, I look back at Lucy, I'm just appreciative of Lucy, I'm appreciative of Rob Tappert, our producer, all the fabulous family friends that I made through the show. I still feel such a kinship.
Yeah, we were family, that's for sure. And you got to see a bunch of them when you were over, right? So there was Dana and
yeah,
Paris, all.
Yeah, but always never enough, right? I saw quite a couple, and and it just makes me just miss them more, But hopefully life is long, and there'll be many more opportunities to see these very.
Life is long. That's right.
Yeah.
I got to credit you, Rene, for your giant poster and also Butch and Sundance back there. Two of my favorite movies back there. I love those movies.
Yeah.
Have a lot of music or movie posters.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd love to have more, but the problem is room. It's the way it works.
Well, you're in space, you have all the room you need.
Yeah, I hear you.
But nothing to stick them on. Nothing to stick them on.
Yes. Lucy, talk about your writers. That looks like a good staff of writers, and you follow the episodes, and there's actually some pretty good twists. It's not. Sometimes you're led along one path, and then there's a little twist at the end, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, good. Yes, I think that's Tim Pye. And Claire Tonkin she created the show. And Tim Pye came on as the head writer, and we were able to keep him for season 2, though a lot of the writers we had to pick up in New Zealand, because that's part of the funding thing in New Zealand. They're growing New Zealand talent, right? So we had to pick up a lot of new talents and help develop. And Tim was really helpful at including and encouraging and shaping and mentoring. Fortunately, the show comes out tonally very like the other, even though it's a completely different city with some very new, handsome cast characters, So I was a little nervous that we wouldn't be able to deliver the same thing that people were expecting, but we do. It's beautiful. Part of that, Tim's a large part of it. And Claire keeps it young and on point and modern, and Tim keeps it structurally sound and services story. He's the architect.
Yeah, the plots move really well. I really like it.
Yeah, good.
Is there a chance, Rene, you could come back?
Well, we don't kill her. It could happen. She doesn't get murdered.
I just haunt you. I come through your home, right?
If she's available. Yeah.
Your home. I would love to go back. Yeah, I mean, it would be really interesting to see how they would do it. I'm curious, right? I mean, but yeah, it's interesting, Lucy, just to hear what you said about going from season 1 to season 2.
All right, I do have to wrap up.
There you go. Ren, you dropped out, doll. You dropped out.
Oh, I was just saying, how wonderful. I can't wait to see season 1 and moving into season 2 and see how you pull it all together. Excited.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I felt so much better when Ebony got there, because suddenly the show kicked into gear. I actually realized how much I rely on my co-star for, I don't know, sustenance, support. What is it? What is it that they do for me? Because they don't even know they're doing it, but just the fact
it's a relationship. They provide a relationship, don't they?
Yes, I rely on. Yeah. It's not the same without, you wouldn't have Xena without Gabrielle, and you kind of can't have Alexa without Madison. And you miss the relationship, the foundational, the home base. That's what you need so that they can go off and be fabulous. But you need the home base, and that gives people comfort at home and actually comfort for me on set too. Yeah.
That's true.
Awesome. Ladies, what a pleasure. I mean, it's great to talk to you both. It's fantastic. I love the show, and it's great to see you, probably both of you, in modern clothes for a change, which is good.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like you won 100,000 somethings.
Yes.
I don't have my glasses put up behind you. It looks like 1,000
Yes.
menorah.
No, it's 100,000 downloads. So I'm doing okay.
Great. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's took a long time to get here, but I'm glad I am. Thank you again, ladies. Bless you both.
Pleasure.
Keep up the great work and stay healthy.
Thank you, Tony.
You too, Tony. Yes, likewise.
Hi, this is Virginia Hay. I play Zen in Farscape.
Hey, it's Victor Webster. I'm on Mutant X.
Hi, I'm Tony Amendola. I play Master Braychak on Stargate SG-1.
Hi, I'm Timothy Zahn. Hi, this is Tim Russ from Star Trek Voyager.
This is Ted Raimi from Xena Warrior Princess.
Anyway, I'm Ian McKellen from Middle Earth.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton.
My name is James Gurney of Dinotopia.
This is John Billingsley. I play Dr. Phlox on Enterprise. You are listening to the wonderful Sci-Fi Talk. I heartily endorse your attendance as a listener forever. Thank you.